So when we started with microfinance, we were microcredit at the time. This was in the late 90s and early 2000s. We were probably one of 3, 4, 5 investors that had the courage to step into a sector where many other people thought, you've got to be mad. These are people are unbankable precisely for a reason, because they have low income streams, volatile transactions, very costly to deal with these people. They don't know what a loan is. And if they can barely meet their day-to-day needs, what makes you think they can save or do anything like that? But we persevered and we said, no, we believe it is possible. Done correctly, it is possible. And over the years, microfinance has become mainstream because we proved that the poor can pay, the poor are bankable, the poor need financial services as much as you and me. But then, here comes, and sometimes I say, well, maybe it's also a victim of its own success, in a sense. Because people suddenly realize, hey, they actually pay their loans. Hey, we can actually make money. And on the other side, you have well-meaning people saying, it's doing so much good, we should bring in more money so we can do even better than what we're already doing. Commercial interests came in. They did some good in terms of bringing systems, processes, and all of that. But unfortunately, you also bring a different motivation. They're not here for helping the poor family come up in life. They're here to take the profit because it's profitable. And so that motivation, if that becomes the front line motivation for microfinance, then you get all sorts of complications arising out of that, because ethical, responsible operations is no longer a priority. You just give out the loans, you just pull in the collateral, you just do coercive collection when bad things happen. We have tried all along as the industry developed to do everything that we can to avoid that, to steer partners away from that. We've sponsored training, capacity building, and client protection principles. We have established environmental, social governance scorecards. We have done social performance management audits with our partners. And we engage our partners time and time again in the conversations that we feel is necessary to make sure that they stay on track in terms of ethical, social, responsible lending. And every time there is a report of a case of something happening, we bring it to the partner's attention. Is it 100% foolproof? I have to say, in all honesty, anything where you're dealing with thousands of loan officers, hundreds of thousands of clients, there's bound to be 1, 2, 3, 10 cases where things don't go as well as you would like them to go. But is that cause for us to throw everything out? I think not. Because those cases notwithstanding, and you have to address them, you also have to remember all the good things that are made possible because of microfinance. But you do have in this market now, where you have all sorts of players and stakeholders in there, you do have to be selective. And you do need to have these conversations with partners about their commitment and their seriousness about holding true to also clients at the center and the welfare of their clients. So we've done that in Cambodia. We've participated on initiatives at different levels. We've helped with initiatives at the regulatory level. We've helped set up the credit bureau. We've had trainings on client protection principles, on risk management. We've had trainings with staff with clients on financial literacy. And recently, we've participated together with GLS and the Social Performance Task Force on an initiative that's really meant to enable the clients at the point when things go wrong. How do you help clients to have the confidence and the capacity to stand up for their rights? So this comes in when they have to renegotiate terms of the loans, when they have to renegotiate rescheduling, and that kind of thing. So I think there we have recognized the problems. We have acted responsibly even before there was a problem, and we need to continue doing so.